Alrighty team, welcome to today's session. Today we will be going through a max rep challenge. Now, there are 5 exercises that we're doing today. We're only doing them one time through. So there will be a max 1 effort per exercise. Caveat to that is, we will be getting as many reps done as possible in 3 minutes. Now this doesn't have to be unbroken. If you can do 3 minutes of push-ups completely unbroken, not that they're in there, that is fantastic. But 3 minutes, as many reps as possible. Take as much rest as you need between there. Keep in mind that between exercises, so when we move from the first one to the second, we have a fixed 1 minute 30 rest. The reason that that rest is there and it is pegged for 1 minute 30 is we do want to allow somewhat enough recovery. It's not going to be ample. We're still going to be working under fatigue, especially as we get down towards the end. However, making sure that we give it our best effort in that 3 minutes, we take that minute 30 rest or 90 seconds rest, then we rip in to the next exercise, okay? I suggest as well, if you are using the app, that you set up your timer in there for just 3 minutes of work, minute 30 rest. It'll just give you the beeps when you need to, and you can rip in. So, starting off, first one, we have our squats. Now with our squats, guys, very important we make sure that crease of the hip is going below the knee the whole time. So making sure that we're hitting that range, we're keeping that form nice and correct. In saying that, if you want to add weight here, you absolutely can. Of course, the heavier you go, the less reps you're probably going to be able to do, but that's okay as long as you stick with the same weight next time you do it. However, keep in mind the whole purpose of this workout is to work under fatigue. So we want to make sure that we're moving fast. From there, we're into our shoulder taps. Done these plenty of times before. Push-up position. We're tapping the shoulders, getting as many out as possible. A few key things here when we're in that push-up position, team. We want to make sure that we keep structural integrity. So the bum isn't shooting up high. We're not letting the hips go down, and we're not letting the hips go side to side too much. We're still trying to work that core. Keep nice and tight. From there, we're flipping over. We're into a hip thrust. You want to add weight here, guys? Completely okay. With our hip thrust, making sure that we drive the elbows down. Hips are coming all the way to lock out. I'm squeezing that butt as much as I can. When I come down, top of the butt has to hit the ground. So we're not doing little air pops. Some other names for those as well. We're making sure we get that full range. So hips go all the way down, all the way up. As long as that butt taps the ground and you go to full lockout, team, I'm happy. From there, we're into our flutters. So you can lay here and die a little bit if you need to. But with our flutters, hands are on the ground, legs are straight, and we're kicking. If you get some back pain, hands can go under the bum, and we can still kick. Very important, team, that if you start to feel it move into the hip flexor, what I want you to do is don't put the legs down as low. Come up as high as you need to, so you can still feel those abs. Keep stock of where your legs are if they do go up high, and then try and be better next time. When I say be better, try to not let them come as high. I shouldn't say better, not the right word. Don't let the feet come up as high next time. Try to work on that core stability. Lastly, we have a run. So a 3 minute max effort run, team. Now, of course, depending on what you have access to, this may be a little bit tricky. It might mean you're running up and down the end of the street. If you're near a circuit, it might be a certain amount of laps. Or if you have a long stretch, you might be able to go a minute 30 out, a minute 30 back. Whatever it is that works for you, guys, we're going max effort here. So it's going to be tough. The lungs are going to be burning. The legs are going to be burning. We've hit them pretty hard. But I want you to go as hard as possible in this run, team. Get as far as you can. Your overall result, if you can measure it, will be the distance accrued. So if you've got like an Apple Watch, a Whoop, a Garmin, whatever it might be, set your distance so you can track, so it doesn't matter if you're going up and back or just doing laps. If you can, try to track distance. Otherwise, if you're running out and back, remember the point you got to. Remember when you get back, see if you can increase that distance. Okay, a few different ways there. Now, in terms of recording team, I'd love for you to pop in the comments how many squats, shoulder taps, hip thrusts, flutters you get, individual numbers and the total. The run, how many meters or yards, whatever your poison is that you measure distance in, or kilometers in some cases, pretty fast Ks. If you do manage to get a kilometer out, great work, that is humming. But let me know your distance there. So we want to know the reps for your exercises and the distance as well. Pop them down in the comments and let me know how you go.